Hi everyone, I'm Nick, and in continuing my review of the latest portable speakers in Sony's extra bass line, this one here is the SRS XB10, which is the smallest and least expensive speaker in the lineup. I have the gray model, but it's also available in black, red, and blue. The XB10 goes for just $59, and I'll have a link below if you want to check the current price. So let's take a look at the design and some of the features, and I'll have some sound samples later so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. Inside of the box, you'll get the very compact speaker, some documentation, there's a reference guide, instructions, and warranty info. You also get a micro USB cable to charge. There's no wall adapter, so you'll need to use your phone charger or something with a USB port to charge the speaker. The XB10 measures about 3.5 inches tall. It's shorter, but otherwise similar to the size of a can of Pepsi, and it weighs just 260 grams. It's compact and portable, making it easy to throw in your bag, and it's got a strap that you can use to hang it, which is easily removable. The strap also doubles as a little stand for the speaker if you want to turn it on its side. There's a single driver that faces up for 360-degree sound, with a passive radiator that faces down. There's a metal speaker grill on the top with a rubberized coating around the majority of the speaker. The bottom of the speaker is covered in a very grippy textured rubber. The XB10 doesn't have the fit and finish that you'll find on the larger speakers in the extra bass line. On my particular speaker, the rubber has some jagged edges and just doesn't have a great fit around the plastic ports. Missing are the high-end feeling buttons on the larger Sony speakers, and instead here replaced with painted on markings. It feels solid and durable otherwise, but it's not shockproof and it's not meant to be dropped. It is water resistant, it's got an IPX5 rating, which means that it's protected from jets of water, but it's not fully waterproof. So it'll be fine in the rain or if it gets splashed, but you'll want to be careful not to drop it into water. There's a water seal door on the back where you'll find an auxiliary input to connect non-Bluetooth devices, a reset button, and a micro USB port to charge the speaker. Next to that, you'll find LED indicators and all your controls, as well as a mic for voice calls. The play button will play, pause, answer, or end a call, and a double press will skip forward a track. Unlike the other Sony speakers, there's no way to skip back to the previous track. Holding down the play button will bring up Google or Siri on your phone. Using the add button, you can connect another XB10 speaker and have each play the same thing, or have each speaker function as a left and right channel for stereo sound. The other speakers in the extra bass line have party chain, which let you mix and match the speakers to connect together, but this one just lets you connect another XB10. Then there are the volume buttons and power button. Holding down the power button will also put the speaker into pairing mode. The buttons aren't raised, but they're responsive and easy to press. I'm a little disappointed with the build quality, mostly because of how well made the other speakers in the Sony extra bass line are. Sony included NFC here, which is a feature I always like to see. If you have an NFC enabled device, just a quick tap will connect the speaker. Bluetooth performance is average, range isn't as good as the other Sony speakers, but I was still able to get about 40 feet in my house before the connection dropped. With the other Sony speakers, you can connect up to 3 devices at the same time and take turns playing music between them, but I was only able to pair one device at a time with the XB10. I had to disconnect the device before trying to pair with the next. Battery life is rated at up to 16 hours, but in my testing, I was able to get about 12.5 hours at 75% volume, which is still impressive for a speaker this size. The speaker will automatically turn off if not used for 15 minutes, and a full charge takes 4.5 hours. The built-in mic for voice calls is decent, but it sounds a little quiet and a little like you're in the distance. Moving on to the sound of the speaker, I was really impressed with the sound quality, especially the amount of bass that this can produce. There's a single 46mm driver powered at 5 watts, with a single passive radiator that can deliver bass that can get pretty low. The bass gradually rolls off at about 75 to 60 Hz, so deep bass that's typically lost with speakers this size is actually present here, which I wasn't expecting. Bass is punchy and clean for the most part, although when pushed, the bass does distort. The speaker sounds best at about 80%. Louder than that, you can hear the bass struggling and distort at full blast. The mids are decent, nothing special. They can get a little muddy, but the vocals come through clean. The highs are very good, they're crisp and retain detail even at full blast. With the speaker pointed up, you'll get 360-degree sound that sounds balanced overall and will fill a room. But if you turn the speaker on its side, then it becomes very directional, and the mids and highs really stand out. So if you're at your desk, you can aim the speaker right at you if you want a brighter sound. The XB10 gets pretty loud for its size, topping out at about 81 decibels from 1 meter away, which is enough for a small room or patio in my opinion, but it's not nearly as loud as the XB20 or 30, which can easily exceed 90 decibels. Here are some samples.
See
XB10 isn't a bad speaker. It's missing the premium feel that the other Sony speakers have, but it sounds really good for its small size, and if you're looking for a tiny speaker to throw in your bag and take with you, this fits the bill. It has great battery life, it's water resistant, and has NFC, but if you don't need something so small and can spare the extra money, you'd be much better off with the larger XB20 or the JBL Flip 4. Let me know what you think in the comments below, hit the like button if you like this video, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching.